Have you ever contemplated how your actions and behaviors influence those around you? A profound question, isn't it? We often go about our days, our lives, without giving much thought to the impact we have on the world around us. But here's the thing. Every action we take, every behavior we exhibit, sends out ripples, much like a pebble thrown into a pond. This is what we call the ripple effect of personal behavior. It's an idea that suggests our actions and behaviors, whether good or bad, don't just affect us. They ripple out, influencing those around us, and then those around them, and so on. It's an endless chain of cause and effect, triggered by our personal behavior. Think about it. When you smile at a stranger on the street, that small act of kindness might just make their day a little brighter. They, in turn, might pass on that positivity to someone else. And just like that, your single act of kindness has rippled out, affecting more people than you could have imagined. But it isn't just about the positive ripples. Our negative behaviors can create ripples too. A harsh word, a thoughtless act, can leave a lasting impact, not just on the person it's directed at, but on the people around them as well. That's the power of the ripple effect. It amplifies our actions, our behaviors, reaching far beyond our immediate sphere of influence. So what does this mean for us? It means that every action we take, every word we utter, every decision we make holds immense power. The power to influence, to shape, to change. And with that power comes responsibility. The responsibility to act with kindness, with empathy, with respect. Because our actions, our behaviors are not just about us. They're about the world we create, the world we leave behind. We are all actors on the stage of life, influencing and being influenced by others. So let's choose our actions wisely, for they have the power to create ripples that can change the world. Consider this real-life example of a stranger's kindness. In a bustling city, a man, whom we'll call John, was rushing to a job interview. He was new to the city, his nerves were frayed, and he had lost his way. As the minutes ticked away, he grew more anxious, fearing that he would miss this golden opportunity. Enter our kind stranger. A woman, let's call her Jane, noticed John's distress. She could have simply walked by like so many others, lost in their own worlds. But she chose differently. She chose to pause her day, approach John, and offer assistance. Jane was familiar with the city and was able to guide John to his destination. She did not know John, had no obligation towards him, but she chose kindness. John made it to his interview on time, his gratitude for the kind stranger fueling his confidence. The encounter with Jane had not only helped him find his way, but it also reminded him of the goodness in the world, of the kindness that strangers can extend to each other. But the ripple effect of Jane's kindness did not stop there. A young girl, let's call her Lily, had witnessed Jane's act of kindness. Lily was deeply touched and inspired. She decided then and there that she wanted to be, like Jane, a person who helps others without expecting anything in return. The following week, Lily found her opportunity. She noticed a classmate struggling with a math problem. Remembering Jane's act, Lily offered to help. She had been good at math and was able to assist her classmate, who was grateful for Lily's help. And so, the ripple effect continued, from Jane to John, from John to Lily, from Lily to her classmate. One act of kindness, one decision to help a stranger, had influenced multiple lives, had inspired others to be kind. And so, a single act of kindness sent ripples through countless lives. But what about negative behavior? How does that affect others? Let's dive into this. Picture this. Imagine a scenario where an individual, let's call him Tom, is consistently late for work. This might seem like a minor issue at first glance, but let's peel back the layers. Tom's tardiness doesn't just affect him. It impacts his colleagues who depend on him, his manager who has to reshuffle tasks, and the overall productivity of the team. Now think about how that trickles down. Tom's colleagues, frustrated by his unreliability, may start to harbor resentment. This could manifest in a myriad of ways, from a decrease in morale to an increase in workplace tension. And it doesn't stop there. Tom's manager, under pressure to meet deadlines, might have to make tough decisions like assigning extra work to other team members. This could result in overtime, stress, and even burnout. The ripple effect of Tom's negative behavior is far-reaching. It's not just about him being late. It's about the disruption it causes, the harmony it upsets, the strain it puts on relationships, and the potential for a toxic work environment. And what about outside the workplace? Negative behavior doesn't exist in a vacuum. It seeps into our personal lives, affecting our relationships with friends, family, and loved ones. For instance, if Tom's negative behavior continues unchecked, it could strain his personal relationships. His friends might start to distance themselves, not wanting to deal with the fallout of his negative actions. His family could become frustrated, feeling the burden of his behavior. In the grand scheme of things, negative behavior doesn't just harm the perpetrator. it impacts everyone in its path. It's like a stone thrown into a pond, disrupting the tranquil surface and causing ripples that reach far beyond the initial point of impact. So, it's essential for us to be aware of our actions and their potential consequences. We must strive to curtail negative behavior, not just for our own sake, but for the sake of those around us. Negative behavior, much like a stone in a pond, creates ripples that disrupt harmony. So, how powerful is personal behavior really? Let's delve into this. Picture this scenario. You're in a room filled with people. Each person represents a different facet of your life: friends, family, colleagues, acquaintances. Now imagine that every time you act or react, a ripple effect ensues, touching everyone in the room. This is the power of personal behavior. Our behavior, whether we realize it or not, has an immense influence on those around us. It's like throwing a stone into a pond. The ripple effect of our actions can extend far beyond what we can see, impacting the lives of others in ways we may never fully grasp. When we choose to act with kindness, understanding, and respect, we inspire others to do the same. We become a beacon of positivity, motivating those around us to mirror our actions. This is the power of inspiration. It's infectious, it's compelling, and it has the potential to create a wave of positivity that can change not just our immediate environment, but also the world. Conversely, when we act out of anger, frustration, or impatience, we risk discouraging those around us. Our negative behavior can create an atmosphere of tension and discomfort, impacting our relationships and the environment we inhabit. We may not intend to hurt others with our actions, but the power of personal behavior means that our actions can have unintended consequences. But here's the beauty of it all. We have the power to control our behavior. We can choose to be mindful of our actions, to act with kindness and respect, to inspire and motivate rather than discourage and hurt. Our behavior can shape the world around us. It can create a world filled with understanding, respect, and positivity. Or it can create a world filled with tension, discomfort, and negativity. The choice is ours to make. Indeed, personal behavior holds the power to shape not just our lives, but the world around us. Understanding the impact of our behavior, how can we ensure it is positive? When we grasp the ripple effect our actions have on others, it becomes clear that mindful behavior isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's about being present, aware, and conscious of our actions, emotions, and their potential impact on the world around us. This doesn't mean we have to be perfect or never make mistakes. It means we strive to be conscious of our actions and take responsibility for them. Mindfulness begins with self-awareness. It's about recognizing our emotions, understanding why we feel the way we do, and how those feelings influence our actions. It's about stepping back and asking ourselves, is this action born out of kindness or anger? Will it bring joy or pain to others? Secondly, mindful behavior is about empathy. It's about understanding others' perspectives, feelings, and experiences. It's about considering how our actions might affect them and adjusting our behavior accordingly. It's not about people-pleasing, but about treating others with the respect and kindness they deserve. Thirdly, mindful behavior involves taking responsibility for our actions. We all make mistakes, and that's okay. What's important is that we acknowledge them, learn from them, and strive to do better. It's about saying, I messed up, and I'm sorry, and then putting in the effort to make things right. Lastly, mindful behavior is about striving to make a positive impact. It's about choosing our words carefully, treating others with kindness, and doing our best to uplift rather than tear down. It's about choosing actions that create soothing ripples rather than disruptive waves. But remember, mindful behavior is a journey, not a destination. It's about progress, not perfection. So let's be gentle with ourselves as we navigate this path. As we close this chapter, let's carry with us this simple truth. Our behavior matters. It can shape our relationships, our communities, and even our world. So let's choose our actions wisely, with mindfulness at the helm. Remember, the ripples you create with your behavior can either soothe or disrupt. The choice is yours.